she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 30 base.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Big stop, let's go. Check, check. Fred down. Fred. Go.
Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
64, weak. 36. Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball. Let's go.
Now Allen. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Hey, Orbit. 45.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike. Hey, wahoo. 45 to Mike. Shoot.
From midfield, here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Leonard Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready? Black, what is that? You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment.
Get ready. Move ready. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wait.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Fournette, a 1st down carry. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
3rd and long for Winston. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Who got 17? Who got 17? Look at me. Go. Five.
Allen now looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey, Alpha.
To try again after the sack. Allen. Open target here, Darius Slayton. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 45, Mike, 45. Watch the run. Get it.
Allen going to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down of the process. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. I'm coming after you.
Here's a give to Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Running left, it's Barkley. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ready, break. Check mark 45. All day. Check 9. Hey, lock it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Push him back. Smooth. 45, Mike, 45.
You ain't doing nothing today.
45 is the mic. Watch the curve. 45. Mike, 45. I'm coming for you, son. Go.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action now. Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, let's go.
Hey. 4 down.
And here's Allen to throw again. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 46-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Leo. Step.
On first down, Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harvey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Winston now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Off the play fake, Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Gets around him. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Check it. Team spill.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Haywood. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Recon, 132 fighter. Rocket.
Again, it's Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Ready. 45. All that, baby, all that.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Green, triple C. That's it. Here we go.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm coming for you. Exit. Now.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 45, 45, take me up. Ready?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40. On the 6-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Mike, 58. Wait. Defense, our time. It's our time. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the go.
Throwing, Winston. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Shit. Kill. Switch.
On the run, it's Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
first down. Winston. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
Buccaneers, first down. First and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, 5 on the 50. Let him go.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Now it's Barkley. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know.
Here's Allen. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Allen now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch the screen. Watch A. Orbit. Screen. 45. Mike, 45. Go.
Now Allen. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On the set. Come on. Check 45. Come on. You must be dreaming.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Winston, airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette running right. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucks have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bucs, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA.